Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Conal Rosario. The National Confederation of Human Rights Organization, the NCHRO, slammed the state crime branch for closing the probe into the death of Siddhi Naik and also criticized the decision of the authorities to deny them permission to hold a peaceful protest. The NCHRO, which later addressed media persons at Lohaya Maidan here, questioned the concerned authorities for denying them permissions without citing any reasons for their planned peaceful protest, which was to take place opposite the South Goa Collectorate building.
Now the National Confederation of the Human Rights Organization slammed the state crime branch for closing the probe into the death of Siddhi Naik and also criticized the decision of the authorities to deny them permissions to hold a peaceful protest. The organization, which later addressed the media persons at Loya Maidan here, questioned the concerned authorities for denying them permissions without citing any reason for their planned peaceful protest, which was to take place opposite the South Goa District Collectorate building. Earlier, the organization said that it was not satisfied with the crime branch move to close the case, and they demanded that a high-level probe to be included in the Naik's death be carried out by the Central Bureau of Investigation, the CBI. Watch.
आज प्रोटेस्ट मार्च करपाक एकूच हेतू आसा. आमी रिक्वेस्ट करता जे सिद्धी नायकाची पळय केस आसा ती आतां क्लोजराक धाडल्या टू द कोर्ट. म्हाजें एकूच म्हणणें आसा की जी वस्त ऑलरेडी डिक्लेअर्ड आशिल्ली की इट्स अ मर्डर म्हणून आनी police have registered it. We have not registered like. So police have already confirmed it's a murder. So the thing is that if it's a murder, now what is left is the follow-up. And the follow-up is who is the murderer or who are behind this murder. Now we accept, चलो झाले पुलिसा कडेन जोगली तजवीज केली, ट्राय केलें, मेळोंक ना, कांयच मेळोंक ना, तांकां विटनसी मेळोना आनी कांय प्रायमा फेसिया जावं पोस्ट कांयच मेळोंक ना. फायन. एक एजन्सी आसली आमची पोलीस, तेज्या फाटल्यान नेक्स्ट एजन्सी आशिल्ली आमचे गोवा क्रायम ब्रांच, तेंकडेन जावंक ना म्हूण ती मॅटर क्लोज करपाक जायना न्ही. सो दॅट मॅटर वॉट दे कूड नॉट हँडल मे बी because of certain things that are not available with them. But there are higher authorities whose institutions are there to back up. They work maybe more scientifically. There is an institution in India itself who can go into the deeper matter. Maybe they would be able to find out the culprits.
चीफ मिनिस्टर आमच्या प्रमोद सावंताक आमी रिक्वेस्ट केले की आमी लेटरां घातली तांकां, आमचो कितें कितें हें आसा तो सगळो आमी दाखयलो, सगळे पॉयंट आमी मांडले, आनी तरी आसतना ते लोक म्हणटा कांय ना. SP शुक्लान हांवें सगळें ताका मांडून दितकूच ताणें FIR करता म्हूण सांगलें. नाल्यार हांव कोर्टान वयतलें आसलें. तुमचे कडेन जायना म्हणून सांगा. FIR आज तुमी केली, आमच्या कलिकान सांगलें त्या प्रमाणे आमी करूंक ना. आमी धांवतले आसले न्ही. तुमी FIR करून आमच्या दोळ्याक चुनो लायता, उदक लायता आमच्या दोळ्याक आनी अशें करून पाड घालता. कितें केलें तुमी बरें? कांयच बरें करूंक ना.
Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
The Mapsa police have cracked a blind theft case that was reported at Arari in Parra near Mapsa recently. It may be noted that thieves had broken into a house recently at Parra and stolen items worth 15 lakh. The police have arrested the accused, Joel Sheikh, 22 years of age, who is a resident of Kalangut and a native of West Bengal, while 3 other minor boys involved in the crime have been lodged into the juvenile home at Apnagar at Mirsays.
Mapsa police cracked down a blind theft case that was reported in Aradi in Parra near Mapsa recently. The police have arrested the accused Joel Sheikh, aged 22, who is a resident of Kalangut and a native of West Bengal, while 3 other minor boys involved in the crime have been lodged in the juvenile home Apnagar at Mirsays. According to the police, 4 thieves had entered the house of the complainant Maria Philpos at Aradi on the 17th of August through the back door between 1:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. and he came with 2 cameras, 5 lenses, AirPods, 2 costly mobile phones with SIM cards and cash of rupees 12,000. In connection to this, the Mapsa police had registered an offence under section 457 380 read with 34 of the Indian Penal Code. Following investigation into the case, the police succeeded in intercepting Sheikh and 3 other minor boys aged between 15 and 17 at Mapsa. Sheikh has been arrested while the minor boys have been sent to Upnagar. Further investigation is in progress. Now watch to what the Mapsa police have to say on this case.
पर्रान एक ती डायरेक्टर फिल्म डायरेक्टर रावताली तिचें नांव मारिया वायल्ड लायफ डायरेक्टर ती शी वॉज स्टेईंग एट पर्रा तेज्या बंगल्यान चोरी जाली रातचे न्हिदलेले कडेन 4 जाण भितर येयले CCTVन कॅप्चर जाल्ले ते आनी तेंचे कॅमेराज तेंचो 2 मोबायल फोन मागीर एक आयपॉड आनी तेंचे 5 लेन्सीस वीच आर व्हेरी एक्सपेन्सीव तेंच्यांनी चोरी केली आनी घेवन गेले ते 17 तारखेक जाल्ली इन्सिडंट जे CCTVन आमकां फुटेज मेळयली तेंचो इन्वॉल्वमेंट खंयसरूच ना ते नोन थिव्स न्हू ते आर नॉट नोन थिव्स आनी तेंकां आयज आमी अरेस्ट केले तेतूंतले 3 जाण मायनर एकटो आहा तेका आमी प्लेस्ड अंडर अरेस्ट तेजें नांव जुएल परितम शेख तो रावता आगरवाडो कलांगूट आनी ही इज अ नेटीव ऑफ वेस्ट बेंगॉल हो एकटो आसलो तो सेक्युरिटी गार्डाचें काम करतालो जो आमी अरेस्ट केला तो इज अ मेजर आनी बाकीचे आहा ते भुरगे दे आर 17 years old 16 years old.
It is Prakash Gadikar for Herald TV.
It's been 3 days since the old huge banyan tree has collapsed at the Mandre Ganesh Visarjan place in Junsawada in Mandre. Speaking to the media, the locals alleged that the fire brigade was informed, but till date, nothing has been done, nor has anyone come to the spot. They demanded immediate attention.
Now it has been 3 days now since the old huge banyan tree has collapsed at the Mandre Ganesh Visarjan place in Junsawada in Mandre. The locals said the fire brigade was informed in time, but till date, nothing and no one has come. Watch to what they have to say.
सर्जन पॉयंट आसा पळय तो पॉयंटूच नासल्या कारण तो एक ट्युरिस्ट स्पॉट सुद्दां जाल्लो आसा कित्याक हेच्या ऑपोजीट जर पळयत जाल्यार लोकांनी शेती रोयल्ली आसा आनी तेजे एक बऱ्यापैकी लोक ट्युरिस्ट आमचे आनंद लुटपाक हांगासर येतात दनपारचें जेवण सुद्दां करपाक हांगासर ह्या वडा पोंदा बसताले सो आयज खंय तरी तांकां सुद्दां एक प्रॉब्लम जाता की येतात पूण हांगासर पडलेले दिसता आतां कोण स्थानीक आहा तो म्हणटा पळयता की 3 दीस जाले अजून तेजेर कितें एक्शन घेतली जावंक ना सो ताका जाता तितके बेगीन एक्शन घेवन ही क्लियर करपाची गरज आसा इतलें हांव सांगूंक सोदतां.
शुक्रारा राती 11च्या दरम्यान टॅलिफोनीक एक कॉल गेल्लेले आसा फायर ब्रिगेड डिपार्टमेंटाक आनी तांकां ऑलरेडी इन्फॉर्मेशन गेल्लेलें आसा पूण काही कारणामुळे काल तेंचे कितें एक अडचण येयली तेंची कितें तरी आर्थीक हेचे खातीर ते कितें अडचणी खातीर ते हांगासर पावलेले ना आमकां दिसता की आयच्या दिसान तरी रात मेरेन तरी येतले ते आनी थंयसर जे भले मोठे झाड पडलेले आसा ते बेगींतल्या बेगीन क्लियर करून ती जागा आमकां सगळी क्लियर करून दितली अशें आमकां एक रिक्वेस्ट आसा.
A story by Makbul for Herald TV.
Now the residents from Kunde have raised their objection to the proposed tower that will come up at Government High School in Kunde. Residents said that the proposed site is very close to the Government High School where most of the children are studying. The children belong to various ages which are easily susceptible to various diseases. They also added that the elderly people are equally affected by such radiation. Let's watch.
Now the residents in Kunde have raised their strong objection to the proposed tower that will come up near the government school in Kunde. Locals said that it is much more dangerous not only for the kids but even the elders because of the effect of such radiation. They said this can be done somewhere else but not near the school. Watch.
पूण हांगसरचें डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ हें चल्लां लँड चल्लां जावं आनी कितें चल्लां पळय न्हू तें पळोवन खूब वायट दिसता. आयज आमी सगळे जाण लोक जमल्यात कित्याक हांगसर राती भितून खड्डो मारून गेल्ले आसा JCB एक रातचे JCB येता खड्डो मारता आनी वयता तितून आतां दुसरे दीस पयशे जाल्यार तितून म्हणटा खंय एअरटेलाचो टावर येता तेंचे कडेन ना NOC कोणाची हेल्थाची NOC ना पंचायतीची NOC ना स्कुलाची NOC ना कोणाक इन्फॉर्म करूं ना PTA म्हणटा आपणाक खबर ना तांकां तर सांजचे वचून सांगता खड्डो मारले उपरांत सांगता की आमकां हांगसर एअरटेलाचो टावर घालपाक जाय म्हणून सो हें सगळें चल्लां जी दादागिरी जाल्ल्या सो CM फाटल्या तेपाक सांगतालो पळय न्हू की आमकां एज्युकेशना बाबतींत डेवलपमेंट करपाक जाय एज्युकेशन डेवलपमेंट करपाक लागून आमी कितें कितें एक्टिविटी करूं शकता सो ह्यो एक्टिविटी करीत जाल्यार डेवलपमेंट जावचें ना ही एक्टिविटी करीत जाल्यार आमचें पाड पडटलें शिक्षण आनी ह्यान फुडें कोण शिकोवंक पावचें ना कारण हांगसर जें चल्लां जे टावर आसा टावराची फर्स्ट डिसएडवांटेज म्हणटा ती ब्रेन कॅन्सर आनी भुरग्यांक सारको इफेक्ट जाता तितून लोकेलिटी आसा आमची हांगसर रावतात गुरुवार बायलांक खंय हितून गरबानूच खंय ते हें जाता हँडिकॅप जाता भुरगीं. सो हे डिसएडवांटेजीस आसतना इतके लागीं 2 मिटराचेर हाडून इस्कोलाचे 2 मिटराचेर हाडून ते टॉवर बसयता आनी हेका कोणूच अपोज करना अशें हे म्हणजे मिनिस्टर लेवलाचेर कोणेन तरी हितून दखल घेवंक जाय, सीएमान दखल घेवंक जाय आनी हे आतां बंद करूंक जाय.
A story by Sanjay Naik for Herald TV.
It's the festival of harvest, and the Taligaonkars unitedly celebrated the Konsache Fest, a 4-day tradition that has been celebrated for nearly 500 years on Sunday. Konsache Fest, or simply the Harvest Feast, is a Thanksgiving ritual wherein devotees, the farming community in particular, pray for God's continuous blessings. Their prayers are steeped in the belief that since their lives were created by God, it was only fitting to offer fruits of their labor to Him. The most famous aspect of the feast is the traditional cutting of the first sheaves of corn. Let's watch.
It's the festival of harvest. Taligaonkars unitedly celebrated Konsache Fest, a 4-day tradition that has been celebrated for over 500 years on Sunday. Take a look.
सगळे गोंयकारांक आनी गोकुळीन सगळे ताळगांवकारांक आज कोणसांचे फेस्ता दिसाक आमी उनुनीत पोल बी दिता आनी खेरीत देवाचो आशिर्वाद समेस्तांचेर मागता. देवान सृश्टी रचून आमच्या हातांनी घाली आनी सृश्टीचे आमकां कारभारी केल्या. ते दोतोरे जें कितें उपजता आनी पिकावट जाता तितूंच आमचे आख्खे संवसाराक शिकवलेल्या लोकां खातीर आनी हाका लागून सृश्टीचो मोग करून आमकां ही कोणसांची परब आमंत्रण करता. आमची सृश्टी देवान आशिर्वादान भरलेली भूंय आमची, पिकाळ भूंय आमची आनी देखूनच ओवलो आमकां सगळे गोंयकारांक कोणसांचे फेस्ता दिसा आमी आमची भूंय पिकाळ सांबाळून जूंय जूंय जाता थंय झाडां पाडां रोवन आनी शेतां पाडांचो उपयोग करून खंयचेंय शेत बेश्टें दवरिना जाय आनी ही पिकाळ जमीन आमची जी देवान आपल्या आशिर्वादान भरल्या ती सगल्यांक पावतात तसलो जेवणा खाणांचो आमी फायदो घेवं. तर आज हे फेस्ताचे परबे सुमयार तुमकां सगल्यांक आमी बरें उलयता आनी जमीन आनी सृश्टी तिचो मोग करून आनी ती आमी जिवाड सांबाळून आमच्या वांगडा. गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल.
Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
Several animal lovers from various parts of Mormugaon Taluka have joined hands to form a group with a special mission to prevent road accidents and protect stray animals in the bargain. The group, which comprises of social workers and animal lovers, have now set a unique mission to having reflector belts on the necks of various stray cattle that are usually found on the roads during the nights. Here's more to this story.
Now on Saturday, late night, these animal lovers joined hands to put reflectors belt on the necks of the cattle in Vasco City and will replicate the action in the suburbs like Baina, Mungur, Niwadi, Shada and other parts of the entire taluka. The group managed for a huge quantity of leafy vegetables and gathered the cattle at one point before carefully putting the reflectors on their neck. Now speaking to media, one of the social worker, Kiran Naik, said that reflectors on the cattle would prevent accidents in the night, saving lives of humans and the animals too.
खूप दीस जाले आमी पळयता हांगा आमच्या तालुक्यांत अनेक गायो इंजर्ड जाता, कोण ताका मारता. फाटल्याच्यानी आमी 2-3 दीस ड्रायव करून थोडे गायो, बैल आनी धाकटे वासरू आमी गोशाळेन शिफ्ट केले आनी आयज आमी एक मोहीम केल्या की हांगा हायवे आसा आनी त्या कारणान हेवी व्हेकल मुवमेंट जाता. काही फास्ट मुवमेंटाक लागून थोडे गायो इंजर्ड जाता, कोणाचे शेपटी वता, कोणाचे पांय इंजर्ड जाता. सो ट्रकवालो किंवा टँकरवालो जेन्ना गाडी चलयता तेन्ना ताका दिसूंक जाय खंय ते गायो आसा म्हणून ते गळ्यान ताचे रिफ्लेक्टर घातला. हांगासरले आमचे स्थानीक भुरगे सगळे एकत्र येवन मांगरातले, काही निमाड्याचे, सड्यावयले, आमच्या बरोबर कावन्सिलर प्रजा मयेकर आसा, सचिन चौगले, अमय सेल, ते बरोबर तशेंच बाकीचे भुरगे जे आसात. सो सगळ्यांना एकत्र येवन एक मोटिवाचेर तांकां रक्षण करपाचें आनी तांच्या गळ्यान रिफ्लेक्टर बेल्ट घातल्या. सो ते कारण विजिबिलिटी, हय विजिबिलिटीक लागून, कारण रातची एकदा लायट वता आनी ते कळना कशें आसता कितें आसता. सो दिसूंक जाय रिफ्लेक्टराच्या माध्यमातून कळटलें की हांगा बैल आसा किंवा गाडी आसा आनी आपण ड्रायव्हिंग स्लो करपाक जाय. सो हे उद्देशान केला. हांव मागता तशेंच हांगासरले सगळे स्थानीक लोक ज्या जाग्याचेर तांकां दिसता इंजर्ड काव आसा किंवा बाकीचें कितें आसा सो तेंच्यांनी ते पयले प्रिकॉशनरी स्टेप्स म्हणटा ते हळद लावन कितें तरी एक प्रिकॉशनरी स्टेप्स घेवचे आनी मागीर ध्यान फावंडेशन किंवा आमच्या हांगासरले स्थानीक कावन्सिलर किंवा आमदारां तांकां कळोवचे जे करिता हांकां निर्जीव जे जीव जे आसात सो तांकां उलोवपाक कळना मुख्य मनाचे हेजे ते सो तांकां शिफ्ट करचे बऱ्या जाग्याचेर म्हणून एक पावल उचलून आमी बरें कार्य करचें म्हणून हे सगळ्यां कडेन रिक्वेस्ट करता.
Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
Navilim Sporting Club defeated Goa Velia Sports Club 8-2 in the pre-quarters of the 47th Chandor Seamen Rolling Trophy Football Tournament played on Chandor ground.
The Navalim Sports Club defeated Goavella Sports Club 8-2 in the pre-quarters of the 47th Chandor Seamen Rolling Trophy Football Tournament played at the Chandor ground. The Goavella Sports Club displayed some urgency at the beginning of the first session and opened their count through a power-pack shot of Vikram Mangeshkar, which just flipped past the Navalim custodian in the 14th minute. Navalim's Clinton Niaso equalized in the 26th minute. Just Naveli began to get their act together. Prasad struck in the 27th minute. Changing sides, Goavella seemed to lose initial steam as Navelim boys sprayed into the rival nets like a bullet. Clinton scored his first brace in the 39th minute. Nevin Pereira scored for the 44th minute. Preston Costa took the brace, scoring on the 46th and 47th minute, and to end in style, Ronaldo Pereira scored his third brace of the day in the 55th and the 63rd minute to book Navelim's entry into the quarterfinals of the tournament. Story by Ignacio Norona for Herald TV.
Don Bosco Oratory Fatorda defeated San Jose de Ariel by 3-0 in the Cavelosi Villagers UK Cup organized by Santa Cruz Club of Cavelosi and played at Father Druston and Wellington Ground, Cavelosi.
Don Bosco Oratory Fatorda defeated San Jose Ariel by 3-0 in the Cavelosim Villagers UK Cup organized by Santa Cruz Club of Cavelosim and played at the Dr. Durston and Wellington Ground, Cavelosim. San Jose Ariel were a superior team but erratic shooting by the forward Platani and Marcus denied them any goals scored advantage, and in the 22nd minute Svetan Rebello of Don Bosco capitalized on a thorough pass which Richie Vaz to score the opening goal of the match. In the second half, it was Svetan Rebello again who moved solo from the right flank and scored from the tight angle to make the score 2-0. San Jose Ariel forward Stanley Oliveira chipped the ball into the penalty area, but the keeper could not collect the ball properly and it fell right in the goal line. Cesvin Fernandez shot the ball inches wide the goal post from the handshaking distance. Svetan Rebello completed his hat-trick when he scored with an assist from Francis. Story by Ignacio Norona for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thank you for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you and take care.